Germany is preparing for a post-Merkel era, with its Chancellor-in-waiting Olaf Scholz heading a three-party coalition. All eyes will be on how well his Social Democrats can work with the Greens and the FDP on issues like the environment and migration. CGTN's Natalie Carney is in Munich. So, Natalie, what are the challenges that the new coalition government will face?
Well, one of the top challenges at the moment, of course, is the COVID-19 pandemic. Today on Thursday, Germany has just breached 100,000 deaths due to the pandemic and has hit another new daily record of new infections. So that is one area the coalition is going to have to sit down and really concentrate on and come together to find a solution, because it's affecting the economy here. We just saw that third quarter GDP has gone up by 1.7%, but we're not looking very good for the fourth quarter as COVID-19 causes more restrictions across the country. The backlog in logistics is posing problems on the shops that do remain open. So there's a lot of problems in that regard. But within the coalition itself, we've got two left-leaning liberal parties who are very interested in the idea of spending to boost the economy. We've got the SPD, as you've mentioned, and the Greens, who very much want to concentrate on basically making the economy greener in all sections. Making the green alternative the easiest alternative is how they've put it. But that's going to require billions of euros in spending. And they have committed to doing that, despite the third party member in this coalition, the FDP's reluctance to do that. They're very pro-business. They're very sort of debt averse. They do not want to spend a lot of money. So there's a lot of sort of conflict and back and forth in that regard. Speaking of the FDP, they want to go forward and even come to a point of reducing taxes across the country. Great news for the German population, but at the same time, then where's the money going to come for this green transition? So there's going to be a lot of to and froing within this coalition. The FDP, yes, posing obstacles in the way of potential further spending, but also trying to keep balance in check from the left-leaning liberals who want to, as I've mentioned, spend to boost the economy.
And Natalie, some key posts in this coalition have been announced, but not all the ministers have been chosen yet, have they?
Yes, that's absolutely true. One of the most, you could say at this particular time, crucial posts, the health ministry, is still up for discussion. It's going to land within the party of the SDP, but or the SPD, excuse me. But who that person is has yet to be decided. And from what we understand, too, prior to that decision, all three parties were reluctant to hold that position because of the challenges, of course, that particular ministry will face going into this fourth wave of the pandemic, and seeing how different countries are reacting with more legislation being put in place, more regulations being put in place, and the public response to that. We see the Netherlands and the public coming out with more restrictions being placed on their public lives, where in Austria, we're seeing that the government is implementing lockdowns for everyone, as well as mandatory vaccinations. So which way is the ministry going to go? So that is one position that is yet to be decided. Again, it will land with someone from the SPD. And they have said, though, that that announcement of the new minister will not be made until at least the beginning of December.
Natalie Carney in Munich, thank you very much.